This video is brought to you in part by Zeal Sound and viewers like you. Thank you.
Yo, Speedy, clip this one.
And I wasn't even going to do an interview per se, but now you got people doing interviews just saying anything 27 minutes long, 30 minutes long. You're just doing interviews to just
Right.
force narratives. So now you're forcing me to have to say things that I'd rather even not say. It's just going to make you look worse at the end and at the end of the day. First of all, a lot of people have been hitting me up saying thank you. They've been sending me cash apps with messages in it. Like, thank you for your service.
Niggas said good looking.
Niggas is sending you cash apps saying
that's
thank you.
That's a fact.
One of them said good looking for the bum slap.
Hey, yo. we about to start dragging her records.
So I see a lot of people that's like, oh, people hate her for her opinion, and that's a narrative that she likes to run with. I want y'all to be clear with one thing. When she said something about any allegations with me, it was handled already. I barked on her in the space because 40 called me and told me she was being disrespectful. She didn't call me and tell me she was being debating. They were debating anything or they were talking. She was like, no, she was being disrespectful, but she didn't really mean it. She gets into it with people because of how she talked, blah, 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 X, Y, Z. That's how it was initiated to me. That's why I responded the way that I did the first time, because I didn't get a call that you were chilling or you were just talking.
Okay.
Right? So I responded. Now, after that, a league owner that I was working with and that she also works with was like, listen, I want y'all to have a conversation or whatever. She doesn't want to have any altercation with you. She understands that she might come off a certain way when she says certain things, but we're still trying to build something over here, what we're doing. And, can I just mediate this situation type of thing? Because it's not like a aggressive, she doesn't want to fight type of thing. You know what I'm saying? So being off the strength with that person, and he paid me a couple times to do battles that didn't even end up happening of no fault of his own. It's other opponents, and one of the events happened in a storm, and it just happened to be like that. And I'm not talking about Barry to death. This is a whole different situation.
Right.
So
battle rap politics type shit.
Right. So I'm on the strength of him and the fact that he been looking out for me. I'm like, fuck it. I'll hold it down. It's not like she wanted to fight either. I'll let it go. So he like, can we have a conversation about it, me, you, and her? I'm like, there's really no conversation to be had unless it's public, because the public is where it started. I don't want to have private conversations. Like, if she could just stay in her lane and I could stay in my lane, and we could just keep it pushing. Like, we don't have to be close, or, you know what I'm saying? We don't have to do all that, have a group chat and all that other shit. Now, after this is when I go into the rooms. Sometimes I check on YouTube as well, and sometimes people send me shit in a DM.
Right.
So people started sending me shit. I'm going in the rooms now listening. Still shit being talked about. Oh, because nobody was going to touch you anyway. She laughing about it. Yeah, and people could get jumped and all this other shit. It's not about battle rap talk. Now, she didn't know that I was listening to this conversation. I even stumbled upon a conversation where they was talking about on a timeline jumping somebody specifically. I assumed that it was me that she was talking about at the time. Like, naturally, because we had just went back and forth. So I start wilding on the timeline. Not only am I hearing you talk about you untouchable pretty much, but I'm the one that was talking about touching you. But now I see you talking on the timeline about jumping somebody. So now I'm pressing the issue. I hit the dude back, the league owner. I said, look, I can't even help you with the not putting my hands on her or doing nothing. If she gonna continue to do what she doing, don't save her. I don't want to hear nothing about I didn't adhere to our agreement that we had. He was like, Bonnie, I understand, XYZ. So that was that. I just wanted to be clear with him because I made an agreement with him. I didn't want it to seem like I was just doing whatever, even though I agreed. The bitch Wizzo called my phone. The only reason she has my number is because she did some graphics for me. I paid her to do some graphics. Bonnie, you need to chill. We're not even talking about you in that part. We was talking about coffee, talking about we was going to put hands on her because she said she want to get the boss in the ring. That still don't change what the fuck I'm talking about, because y'all bitches is not even, who are y'all to be threatening? You think you could come into a battle rap event and jump any one of us? Who are you talking about? Yeah, that don't change the energy that I'm about to give you on this phone. What the fuck is you talking about? I had that conversation with people on Twitter today. They're like, yo, what are you saying, that battle rappers are better or better. They're better than regular people. They can't be pressed. I'm not saying that, but understand that you're coming into our job. So if you
Who
walk
said
into a
that?
waffle, so understand if you walk into a Waffle House and you punch a Waffle House employee, they on your
Oh yeah,
ass.
that's the squabble house. It's over.
For
So all
real.
these plans that bitches can make that you still tried to do with me because you got mushed and didn't do nothing. You still tried to come and try to jump me in some capacity. Nobody in the vicinity is gonna let you jump me. None of these niggas around. Nobody in this vicinity, except the people that you came with that you think are going to jump into this situation, is gonna let that
Right.
happen. I know these people for a decade plus. They watched me turn from where I started into a woman, into a mother, into all the above. None of these niggas outside, and that's
Absolutely.
why you see that on the footage. That's why she got mad.
Mm.
Right.
So real quick, walk us through the dragging her situation. Like
So,
when you
all
got,
right.
Where go he
All right,
went?
so
Let's
y'all
go.
heard, this is why I told y'all at the beginning. Y'all heard me say before, I don't want to have any private conversations with her, right? I
Right.
told dude that I'm cool. She could just stay on her side, I'll stay on my side. So I didn't want to have any private conversations. Now I'm already on go too because not only did I know y'all was talking about me in the one situation, y'all was talking about you're not gonna get touched and all that. You was talking about me. You wasn't talking about Coffee in that situation. Now I know that, but you was talking about Coffee and other cool. That's still not cool with me. So that's two instances that you still carrying on like a victim, but then you're also playing a bully role through your
right.
friends.
Right.
And then you'll say shit like, "Oh, well, I'm just giving my battle rap opinion." So let's get into that. Like I said, that already was squashed. You kept
Yeah.
talking and carrying on like you was invincible. That's the part that you got fucked up at. It's not about the battle rap opinion. If anything, we could say that to say, "All right, cool. You might have had a little problem with me because I was defending Yoshi when you was trying to bully her into whatever you was doing in that instance." Telling her that she was irrelevant, and if you battled her, you'd be giving her the look. Just stupid shit that you be saying out your mouth that has no factual basis to it, and
Yeah.
it's not a battle rap opinion. So those are the type of things why I butt heads with these type of people. I'm not a follower. I'm not gonna act like you cool just because you over here trying to be somebody or you go through somebody else. So anyway, let's get to the dragon. So she comes to the trenches event, but she knows the hotel I'm at when I get there already. Everybody's in the same hotel. I never seen her the day before. Supposedly she seen me. She was in the car. She seen me. She didn't come out. She wasn't coming around. So that was one opportunity that you already had to come to me and talk to me if you felt like you had something to say. So the second day, now we at the event. She has my number too. I need y'all to keep that in mind. She has my number during this whole entire time. So if you wanted to talk to me, you
Yeah,
could have
hold
hit
on,
me
B.
up.
I just realized her name is The Puncher.
You know, that's why I said when she first got here, I was like, oh,
Hey, yo.
All right, my fault. Go ahead.
She said
She
the
got my number
dragger.
the whole entire time, y'all. So why are you walking up to me at an event trying to talk to me? So she comes up to me, she's like, "Oh, let me formally introduce myself," or some shit like that. She said, "What are you talking about? Why are you talking to me?" That's immediately what I said. That I had to look because I just finished talking to somebody, and she walked up to me after me and Kofi had the battle and just
That was
started talking to
inside the
me.
event, right?
This is inside the event.
Oh, that's that clip that was
Okay.
going around first.
Yes,
That's
but
right
before
before the
that clip
mush.
even
Right
starts,
before the mush.
before that clip even starts, though, I'm already telling her I don't want to talk to you. The same thing I told the nigga
Right.
on the phone. This doesn't change. Like, we don't have to be friends. I don't understand what you're trying to do. Do you want to be friends with me? Are you trying to be cool with me? I'm good on you.
Okay.
I'm telling her that I'm asking her to walk up before any footage is even caught. About the fourth time I asked her to walk off, she's still talking to me. Oh, but what did I say? What did I do? This victim shit. Now, if I gotta tell you what you said and what you did, you're gonna piss me off. I already told you too that I would smack you when I see you and I let it go and you were still talking. So now it's like I gotta be the bigger person twice. And then I start thinking, I'm like, well, damn, if she really wanted to squash this, why she didn't hit my phone or hit me yesterday? Why is she walking up to me in an event trying to squash something
oh, let me get out.
that was supposedly already squashed? And I started thinking, all right, cool. I understand what it is. You wanted to be
That's
able to
called
walk up.
safety attention.
Nah, you know what it was? You know what it was, Wave? You know what it was, Wave? She wanted to be able to walk up to me and then be able to tweet later. Oh yeah, and I talked to Bonnie at the event and make it seem like I wasn't. You get what I'm saying?
It
On no
could have
type
been
of
that.
time.
Yeah, okay, I caught you. It could have been that too.
That's what I feel like. Because you had more than enough time to hit me if you felt like you wanted to explain or talk. Like, why would you
Or
come up to me
she
in an
could be
event?
scared to hit you by yourself. She probably would
What you
just
mean? You
felt
scared to
safer
hit my
hitting you.
phone, Swave?
I'm
She
just,
scared to hit
I'm
my
just
phone.
playing devil's advocate. Now, you know,
Well, I
the
mean,
phone is different. She could have hit your phone. I don't,
She could have
you know what I
definitely hit
mean?
my phone.
She could have definitely hit your phone.
So now, so now she's like, what I say, what I do. Now I'm poking her in the neck and I'm telling her all the shit that I heard her say that she ain't know that I heard her say. You was continuing to say, oh, you was talking about I ain't even write the tweets to you. Somebody else probably wrote the threats to you and all that. It was cute, right? It was cute. It was cute to say that nobody's gonna touch you and people was gonna get jumped if they touch you and all that, and having people jumping in and talking in the conversation online. It was cute. Now I told your ass the first time I even talked to you, all these people that you doing this shit for is gonna retweet me whooping your ass when it gets to the timeline. I need y'all to go find that because I know it's in one of those spaces. In the spaces that I was arguing with Tati, I said, "The boss, all these fucking people that you in here that you think that is gonna be on your side, nobody's going to be there when I'm putting hands on you, and then you're gonna be retweeted all over the timeline. Now I'm mushing you in your face. Now I'm mushing you into the wall after I told you leave me alone 10 fucking times. I don't know how I could orchestrate you walking up to me and annoying me to the point I gotta mush your face into a fucking wall. How did I plan that?
Yeah, so
How
So
do
she
I
pretty
plan you
much walked
being
up
that
on you,
fucking
and she should
annoying?
have just walked away. Once she seen the energy, she should have just walked off.
That's a fact. If I go to anybody and they
Got you.
say, "Yo, I'm good. I don't want to talk." How much times you gonna be like, "Well, come talk over here"? What do you want to talk about? Like, what is so fucking important?
Right.
We don't fuck with each other.
And on top of that, she has your math. But yet
Yeah,
again,
Man, for
yet
4
again.
months. That shit was 4 months ago.
that shit is from December. You have my shit from last year.
Mm,
wow.
okay.
So anyway, so now I done mushed her and all that. I walk outside. I'm thinking they're gonna kick me out, but I forgot I'm at the trenches. So they ain't give a fuck for real. They're like, "Yo, you good? You wanna come back inside?" I'm like, "Yeah." I waited outside a little bit though. We smoked and shit. And then I go back inside and I enjoy the rest of the fucking event. This bitch Stevie Wonder all the rest of the night. Act like she don't even see me. She don't look me in the eye. I was standing behind her in the Swamp and Easy battle. She didn't say, "Yo, we need to have a conversation later." None of that. "Yo, let's go outside." None of that. She didn't want to do nothing. She didn't even want to look at me in my eyes. I go leave the venue. I go get something to eat. We had memos now, getting cheesesteaks and fucking garlic parmesan wings and shit. I go back to my hotel. I'm chilling. I'm talking to J2 on the phone, chilling, recounting the mush of what
Fruit
happened. He's like,
Ninja.
"Damn, what the fuck happened? How you mush a bitch?" I'm telling him because nothing is out. I'm just telling him about it, right?
Right.
As I'm telling him about it, my fiance hit my phone like, "Yo, pick up the phone. I need you to pick up the phone." So I hang up with J2. I answer the phone. He like, "Yo, shorty you just mush is outside acting like you scared to come out and that she want to fade." I said, "What are you talking about? Outside where?" What are you
Where
talking
that?
about?
This is what I'm confused about.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, like,
where
well, how
that
did
come
that come
from? Where?
about? Where did that come about?
That was gonna be my question
So
too, but
listen,
you
here's what
already.
happened. Here's what happened. Between me leaving the event and getting to memos and shit, my girl had posted it on her story. She was like, "Look, I sit down for 1 second and look what happened." And she posted it on her story.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm
so the
saying?
ego,
So
the
yeah,
ego,
You
the
see what I'm
internet
saying?
did it.
The
It's
yeah,
the
the
internet.
internet.
internet,
Cause she ain't, it's
the,
the internet.
the
I'm gonna be real with
instigate
you.
net,
Everybody, any real nigga know that.
The
We have
instant,
the.
the
the
instant.
instigate net that
I'm
this
All
crying.
right, tell me.
word, this shit, internet be instigating that shit.
Yeah, exactly. You know, all
Word.
the comments was like, "Damn, she pussy as hell. She ain't even swing. She ain't have no reflex. She ain't wanna get the bitch finger out her fucking nostril. Nothing."
So
You know what I'm saying?
online, put the battery in her back.
Exactly. She making you look away. At least go over there and square up with her. Why would you tell her to do that? Why would that be a good choice? She already made one poor choice, annoying the shit out of me to getting a fucking chiropractic neck adjustment, and now you're gonna send her back on a dummy mission.
Now you in the hotel. You about to come outside.
So now I'm in the hotel. I done rolled up. I already changed my clothes. I was getting comfortable and shit. I got my sneakers on. Now I'm flabbergasted, but amused that this bitch even came back. I couldn't believe it until I went outside. I'm like, ain't no way she outside, because I looked her in her eyes and it was fear in her heart. Her heart. I know that. So ain't no way she's outside this fucking hotel on timing. I got to see it with my own eyes. So I walk out immediately. got my blunt in hand, my homegirl behind me.
Right.
I walk outside. Rex come up from the parking lot. He like, oh, she over there. Y'all should go to the back. It's the front of the hotel. I'm like, all right, tell her
Okay.
meet me in the back. So now I go to the back. So that's when the footage starts. That's when most of the footage starts. That's when you can see, like, because I'm telling her, come over here where there's no lights. We could definitely get it shaken over here real quick, and you can go about your fucking way. Like, we could do that
Okay.
real quick. Ain't no lights right here. There was still lights in the back of there, and people were moving their curtains and shit. I could see it from where we were at. So I'm like, let's not be hot and be under the fucking lights in the parking lot and come
Right.
over here to the side where there's no lights. It's trees and more shaded off area. She's like, oh, I want to stay on the concrete. Arguing about that. Now, mind you, she came for the fade. She came
Speaking
for
of
the
She
fade.
want to
concrete, but
stay
go
on the
ahead.
concrete.
Speaking of concrete, but go ahead.
That's what she said.
Nigga
That's
said,
what she said.
speaking of
But I want to stay.
concrete, but go
I want to stay on the
ahead.
concrete. I don't want to go over
Carry
there.
on.
Oh
Carry on.
gosh, this is
Like, I don't want
comedy.
to. She's like, I don't want to go over there. Now, mind you, she came for the fade, and she don't look like she want to come for the fade. She's standing on the other side of the parking lot, looking timid. Like she don't want to run up. She don't want to like. You sure you want to fade? Are you sure? Are you sure that's what you want to do? It don't seem like that's what you want to do.
It's about to fade away.
So anyway, we go back and forth a little bit about the concrete, and I'm just like, fuck it, because now I'm annoyed. I really want to smoke. I still got the blunt. I didn't smoke it yet, and you talking about you want to fade, and you don't see me. So that's when you see me go up, like, all right, fuck it, come on. Now, mind you, like I said, I already know she don't want to fight. I already know who the exact bitches are that put the battery in her back because you bitches is soft, and you not gonna be there to come outside to do it.
Right.
I already know exactly which two bitches it is.
Right.
One of them was there. One of them is still on the internet and gonna stay on the internet. So anyway, they sent her over there for me to drag her, just like y'all seen. That's what happened on the footage. I wasn't trying to punch her. I really lined her up for the field goal kick. And Swave stopped me if I'm lying. You know that's my finisher move. I love doing it. I put foot in his face. Swave has had my foot in his hand and asked me to stop.
Hey,
I caught your leg. Don't do that. We're not gonna do that. I saw it happen. And said, oh no.
I'm not describing that situation or nothing. I'm just saying you've known that I go overboard. I'm known to go overboard.
oh yeah, we already know, We already know.
Now I'm a little older. I'm not trying to go overboard. I'm not trying to go to jail. I'm not trying to put nobody in no fucking hospital. Especially a bitch that don't want to fight. The bitch don't even want to fight. I want to just scold her, ridicule her. Whatever clout you came to get, you're gonna get it through being dragged. Same way that Twerk was punching and threw Norbs around. That's what I'm gonna do. It's like I don't wanna put you in the hospital, but you need a fucking lesson. You know what she did after I dragged her through the fucking concrete? She goes home and she recaps my battle.
Yeah, because she did say she wanted to be on the concrete. She said she wanted to stay on the concrete. You know what I mean?
You think after I dragged your edges through the parking space that you're gonna go home and say I won a battle? Of course you're gonna say that coffee edged me, bitch. And then you try to act like it's your battle rap opinion. This is the thing that got you in the start in this shit to begin with. You try to act like how you feel inside. You can't just be like I don't like the bitch. Just say it, bitch. It'll make you feel better. Or act like I'm a victim. She just don't like what I think about her battle rap. That's not what got you dragged through. That's not what made you come get a fade from me. That's not what make you annoy me and get mushed in the face. None of that made you do that. Now, what a lot of people got to realize is there's two type of people you could be in battle rap. Now, if you're gonna be a person who annoys people and because they take what you say disrespectfully and you don't know how to speak and all that, and you know that, you should fall into the category that don't come to the events. You should recap shit from home. You should stay home. You should do your business from home. But if you're a person that knows you want to be around people and you're going to annoy them and you're going to make them feel like you're disrespecting them or you feel like you're more important or you're trying to belittle them for no reason, there's multiple people I could add to this list. You even annoyed A-Ward. I don't know what you did to A-Ward, but even he don't fuck with you. Why are you annoying Christian rappers? What are you doing?
I don't really know the boss like that. I keep hearing a name all always in some kind of mix, man. And you know, I'm high and by with her. Like it's no real connection with us. So you know what I mean. So I don't see the stuff people say. I mean, I hear the people talk about it. I don't really interact with her to see it like that. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So, but people talk about it. So if everybody's saying the same thing, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So, like I'm
Yes,
saying, I don't really
but
know her like
it's a
that.
simple reason to that. They be like, "Well, why does people hate her?" So we're already talking about that. Battlers don't like her because they be disregard. She try to disregard them for her opinion or whatever, right? So if
Right.
a nigga like A Ward don't like you, of course his fans don't like you, bitch. 1 + 1 is 2. What do you mean? Why do people don't like you?
And that's a child of God, so you can't dislike him.
Right.
That's why I'm just want to give examples. It's like your friends got to tell you, yo, after a certain amount of people, like, damn, like maybe you should just rethink. And still, I understand in public, y'all don't want to get off her side, but in spirit, nigga, you need to tell that bitch revise how you talk,
Yeah.
especially if you want to be here doing business, not even a peer. You're trying to just be a person here making money from the culture, but you can't do it the way you're doing it. It's not gonna work. I'm not the
Right.
first person to press her on camera, neither. Female battle rapper. Not. I'm just the first one to put hands on her.
Who else pressed her?
Dragging
Yeah.
She be
Listen.
annoying the shit out of people. Like, come
the
on.
See, this is
boss,
why. This is why I don't be going in
the
the spaces.
victim.
B. The spaces always got some drama. It amused the shit out of me
What's
when I
that
found
about?
out they call them
You
space
got it?
cadets. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That
Yo,
shit.
Space
I
Cadets
was.
is infamous.
That's diabolical. You know what I mean? And I don't go into spaces. The spaces is always full of drama. That shit is stressing just hearing this shit. Like,
Not for
hmm
real.
you
But
know
I
what I
definitely
mean?
heard, I definitely came across it like the spaces where you and the boss is going back and forth. I definitely
Mm-hmm.
came across that. So,
Yeah, that was after the call I got. You talking to people and they telling me you being disrespectful. They ain't
Yeah.
telling me you debating, bitch. So you doing it the wrong way. And you
the
knew you did
boss
it the
not
wrong way.
debating.
You knew you did
Mm,
it the wrong way. That's why you wanted to talk to me the first time. And explain why it was not you ain't want to fight. You just was giving your opinion. Cool, but watch how you give your opinion if you're gonna be in my face.
Facts.
Right. Don't make it personal, just make it
yeah.
opinionated.
Yo, what is the word? What is the word? What is the word? Speedy in the building, back in the building, back in the back in the back in the building. Another episode of Battle Rap BS, you know what I'm saying? Today, we continuing with 30 days of bad press for the boss, you know what I'm saying? It's so crazy that Bonnie Godiva went up to 15 minutes of fame, restore order to break down this whole situation, you know what I'm saying? About 30 minutes to get through everything, the entire story. Seems as if the boss is just a catalyst. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you want something bad to happen, there's certain people that just need to be around. You know what I'm saying? Certain type of energy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why Hitman like this girl so much, but after so many testimonies, you know what I'm saying? It's like, why do you support this? Is the boss really only good for $1? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, do she really just got some money? You know what I'm saying? And if that's the case, why doesn't she just leverage that a little bit more? You know what I'm saying? Money is a commodity in battle rap. You know what I'm saying? It's a commodity. You can get anything done for $1. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really know, man. I feel like Bonnie did a great job as far as breaking down the entire situation. You know what I'm saying? Um, I thought that this happened at the venue. I didn't realize this happened after the event was over, going to the hotel. Like, you know what I'm saying, that's definitely a crime. That's definitely a crime. You're in the hotel parking lot and this is what's going on. You lucky the hotel staff didn't, you know what I'm saying, kick everybody out, ban battle rappers, all kind of stuff. Like, this is the boss we talking about. We not talking about no battle rap shit. We not talking about Jay Moore. We not talking about Ace Amin. We talking about the boss. Pulling up on Bonnie at her hotel with a armed gunman. Like, let's keep it all the way tall. As far as the reality, all right, we know how people looking at it, at the situation and whatnot. Everybody got their own views and their own opinion, their own perspective. I get it. But as far as the facts, if the fact of the matter is Bonnie tried to maintain peace with the boss and even spreading this message publicly and privately, how could it possibly be her fault when she is defending herself? You know what I'm saying? And then to take it a step further, the boss being a fan is antagonizing the talent. You know what I'm saying? There were no precautions made to separate the boss and keep her from the vicinity of the talent. Because if she has so many issues with talent, she needs to stay in a crowd's place. She does not deserve to be paparazzi. She does not deserve to be media. She does not deserve to be on stage, part of an entourage. Let's just keep it all the way tall. This is the reason why battle rap needs rules and regulations. And it's like a rule should be a general basis. A regulation should be a general basis. That way, anybody that violates these rules or regulations, they will be dealt with accordingly. And everybody in battle rap has certain principles that they're willing to stand on, or at least to abide by. You know what I'm saying? It's not like our culture is completely in chaos. You know what I'm saying? It's just that there's no rules or regulations to it. There's no rules in battle rap. How far is too far in battle rap? Is this too far? No. A lot of people feel as though anything goes in battle rap because you have to take what comes with it. However, when the antagonist and her posse are becoming are trying to play the victim role, what specifically do you do about that? It's like, okay, you think that you're in the clear, you think this, you think whatever. Why do you even believe that? That's the question. Why do you believe that you're in the clear? Why do you think that what you're doing is so okay? That's the real question. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, what in the boss's mind makes her believe that what she's doing is okay? Is it because that's what she believes in and that's what she wants to fight for? You know how hard you're gonna have to fight to continuously do what you're doing already? It's like, if what you're currently doing is what you want to do and people don't like you for it, you know what I'm saying, then you're going to have to be an adept to where you got millions of channels, where you got a bunch of different people, not even a bunch, but a small cult following. Like, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna need at least a few thousand people willing to consume your personality, and then at least a few dozen people to follow your personality. You know what I'm saying? Like, just listening to you or consuming your content is one thing, but when it's unfathomable, you know what I'm saying, then it's like, come on, now there needs to be some type of enticement to keep you around. There's no reward for having the boss in the culture. Let's be honest. What does she add to the culture? You know, it's crazy. When I first saw the boss, because of all the blue, I thought she was one of the Dinettes or something. Now, you know what I'm saying? If y'all know who the Dinettes are, you know what I'm saying? You got Boogie Blue. I think that's what I was like. Because, like, if you just scrolling down, right? If you follow Boogie Blue and then you scroll down and then you see the boss, you just going to assume that it's you know what I mean, a different picture or whatever, especially if you're scrolling down fast. So anytime I seen the boss, I thought that was just a moniker. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know how you got Big Bag Jazz or whatever. I thought it was just a moniker. I did not think that this is an actual person, a fan of battle rap. You know what I'm saying? Because it don't seem like it. There's no energy from the boss that would make me feel as though that she's like, you know what I'm saying, a fan. If anything, seems like she's an investor. And we already know investors don't know anything about the industry that they're, you know what I'm saying, investing in. A lot of investors want to take industries to new levels that it hasn't seen before. And it's like, if we already know how corporate business is, why would you want to turn battle rap corporate? Keep it franchise. Simple. Public. Publicize the shares, publicize the assets, that way people can invest in it on a public level. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to try talking about making bets and whatnot. Bet on the culture. Bet on the fact that this is going to be a successful card. Bet on the fact that this event is going to go crazy. You know what I'm saying? You could put in 50 and then you could get dividends. You know what I'm saying? Why can you not invest in shares or events? Instead of my $50 going towards a ticket, I want my $50 to go towards the success of the event. And then if that provides me 0.001% of that event, then I should receive 0.001% of the profits. That's what I'm saying. So if an event costs $20,000 to put together, or $150,000 to put together, you know what I'm saying, and you put $100 in, you should receive a percentage of that. It's just simple math. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you could just be paying just to receive profits. You know what I'm saying? You don't even have to pay to invest any type of of move. You know what I'm saying? It's like buying shares. That's what I'm saying. Buy shares. Make the shares public. You know what I'm saying? However you want to do it, it should be like that. That way it could be more of business oriented instead of material oriented. Because right now, battle rap is a performing art. It's not really a business. It's a performing art that you can get paid for by providing a service. It's not the same as running a business. It's not. You know what I'm saying? Ticket sales, that's business, but it's different between selling tickets, selling an event. When you sell an event, you are ensuring, or you're promoting that the event is going to be good. You're not promoting that the event is happening. With ticket sales, you are promoting what is going on. You're promoting the experience. You're not necessarily promoting the actual event. You're just promoting the experience. You're not promoting the specifics. You're like, okay, there's going to be food, there's going to be battles, there's going to be music, we're going to have 420 friendly products. You know what I'm saying? Things of that nature. That's business. You know what I'm saying? That's the experience. The experience that you're going to get. You're going to be able to see some dope battles. You're going to be able to eat some good food. You know what I'm saying? Then based on a quality is where your selling point is for the service. You know what I'm saying? The fact that people don't understand business like that is crazy. You don't even have to go to school for this kind of stuff. Business is all around you. We live in a Commonwealth state. You know what I'm saying? As far as I do, I live in a Commonwealth state. You know what I'm saying? The United States seems to be more of a capitalist country, right? We live in a capitalist society, which means people should be caring more about capital than the material. You know what I'm saying? But if you do care more about the material, then it can in turn flip the capital. You know what I'm saying? Or earn revenue. But that's going to be that on that. That's my thoughts and my feelings on just the state of battle rap. You know what I'm saying? And this situation just highlights, I mean, how I feel. It's simple. And it kind of like explains and shows you why I may or may not feel a certain type of way. You know what I mean? So that's going to be that on that. It's extremely hard to support battle rap for reasons like this. And it has nothing to do with battlers this time. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, I always put the blame on the fans because the fans feel as though they have more power than what they actually do. And it's like, you can have a voice as a fan, but as far as making an impact, you're going to have to use your voice to make an impact. You know what I'm saying? You can't necessarily just do whatever you want because you're a fan at the end of the day. You don't necessarily know much about what's going on behind the scenes. You're not really cool with the battlers. You're not really doing much besides promoting what you're supporting. You as a fan, you're already supposed to do that, and that's free. So it's like, if you really cared about being a fan, you would not care about the material. You would not care about your personal connections and your relationships and all that. That's media. That's management. That's being part of the culture. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you should have to be inducted into the culture. You should not just be able to be recognized, such as a Greedy Gotti, such as a DeBoss. Have you ever noticed that whenever you take one of these people that have some type of money to offer, you know, just financially, all money is not good money. People should know this by now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could really go on and 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 on. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, it seems like I'm just teaching a class at this point. It doesn't even seem like we're having a conversation because it's going to be so hard to be on the same page with a majority of the fans when all they care about is the material. They care about the events. They care about what happened. They don't necessarily care about what's currently going on. They don't care about things until it happens. We won't care about this battle until it happens. Therefore, we won't really push for the battle. We won't really say anything about this battle. We might have a few debates, or we might, you know what I mean, bring it up. Like, what if Cassidy battled T-Rex? What if Cassidy, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you can speak things into existence. You can manifest things, you know what I'm saying? But that's simply using your voice to have an impact. That's not necessarily having an impact. That's not necessarily taking action. You know what I'm saying? There's only certain people that can take action. League owners, for the most part. You know what I'm saying? So that's why things necessarily always fall back on them, because nobody else has that type of power. You know what I mean? But that's 12 minutes of that. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about the situation. I'm gonna catch you on the flip. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. Speedy out.